Triple H is struggling with WrestleMania 41, and I'm about to tell you why. Ever since Triple H took over creative, took over for Vince McMahon, after he exited, he's been cooking. He cooked with 2022 SummerSlam, his first PLE. He brought back a lot of names. He booked the amazing Brock Lesnar versus Roman Reigns match, the final one, which is good. But he has been struggling lately when it comes to his decision making and the booking of storylines and the overall match quality and the overall matches that he's booking. When it comes to the main event of night one, the triple threat match between Roman Reigns, CM Punk, Seth Rollins, when it comes to the build up of Cody Rhodes, John Cena, when it comes to the build of Jey Uso and Gunther, and when it comes to the triple threat match of Io Sky, Rhea Ripley, and Bianca Belair, and many, many, many more. So let's get into it. Before we continue, hey, make sure to subscribe and watch more of my videos after this one. Trying to get to 10K by the end of the year. Let's get it. Number one, the match built between Roman Reigns, CM Punk, and Seth Rollins. Now, don't get me wrong, it is a WrestleMania main event. Don't get me wrong, it is definitely 100% a WrestleMania main event, but the way they're building it is not really making it seem like it should be in the main event of WrestleMania, especially since none of them are really showing up to the shows at all to really build it for real. Really the whole match build has really been like either Punk or Rollins, going out onto a show and saying the other people ain't here. That's really how the build has been. Like, these three individuals have over a decade worth of history in between each other. Go to that, Go to the history they have with each other. Talk about the Shield. Talk about how he brought you in the company. Talk about if it wasn't for Roman Reigns or Seth Rollins, he wouldn't have that historic title run. Like, talk about things like that. Don't just go on the Monday Night Raw or Friday Night SmackDown and tell the whole crowd that the other people ain't here. Like, it's not even a WrestleMania build. It's just saying that they ain't here. And then freaking fight when they do it, just fighting to destroy each other. Like, no, really get in depth with those promos. This should be like one of the deepest WrestleMania builds, like on the match card in WrestleMania 41. So get into that. Number two, I'm gonna go with the slower start between Jey Uso and Gunther. Now, they have recently, I'm gonna cut them some slack because they have recently started picking up involving Jimmy and Jey with that amazing promo he cut on Gunther saying that he ain't afraid of him anymore. But at the beginning, the build to the match was very much slow when it was just going out just beating each other every week, which it's fine, but I get that you're trying to destroy each other, but some promo work could have, they could have used some more promo work. They could have inflicted more promos when it deep. If you haven't seen a video that I explained about this already, go check it out because I already made a whole video about the whole WrestleMania build in between them. But yeah, I explained how Gunther should say how he hates Jey Uso, how he hates Jey Uso. How he can't stand that every time he gets a title shot, he loses, and the fans, still go crazy for him, stuff like that. So the promo work at first could have used some more work. They could have, went deeper and could have did more with the promos instead of just fighting each other every week. I'm not saying fighting each other every week is necessarily bad, but they didn't have to only do that. They could have mixed it up a little bit. But lately it's been picking up, with involving Jimmy. If you haven't been watching, they involved Jimmy. Jey Uso destroyed Jimmy right in front of Jey. He zip tied Jey into to the ropes of the ring. So they've been picking it up lately, but that's just a few minor things that I had to point out. Charlotte and Tiffany. Yeah, I'm pretty sure a lot of people gonna agree with me with this one, but it's the build up is bad. Charlotte, she's going into business for herself. I honestly don't know why she's even in the match to begin with. She's been gone for a while. Literally the same thing as WrestleMania 39. She was gone for a while. She came back. Her first night back, they gave her the title to beat Ronda Rousey. Same thing this year. They gave her the Royal Rumble spot, had her win the Royal Rumble. And I'm hearing that they might give her the championship, but I don't know at this point. But if they do, it'll be terrible for business. I ain't gonna lie. Triple H, he loves that best for business stuff. This will not be best for business. Nobody will like this. But yeah, the build is bad. Charlotte going to business for herself. The promo's been bad, especially the promo when they, everybody knows this, but they had went off script. And when it was in Chicago, couldn't make it to that show. My bad, but yeah, they went off script. Charlotte tried to go to business for herself, mainly because she couldn't speak because of the Chicago crowd. But she's a vet. She's been doing this since 2014, 2013, something like that. She should be able to work around that. She should know how to work around that. Work with a crowd that's booing her out of the city, booing her out of the building. As Dominic Mysterio, So, going into business with herself, I don't like that. Tiffany going off script, don't like that at all. Mainly because I want to know what they're supposed to say in these promos, how they're gonna build it, how they gonna feel about each other. Trying to really understand what they trying to say to each other. So I don't like the off the script stuff. I mean, it's cool sometimes, when you want to sneak some stuff in, but just a whole promo off script, like, come on now. I also made a separate video about this, but it kind of got blocked. I think YouTube took it down because I included some. Alright, I'm gonna give y'all some advice before I get into this. If you're gonna do YouTube and do a video about WWE, try not to include like a lot of videos, like of WWE, like of a match in your video, because WWE don't play about that. They're gonna take that down, which I don't understand, but WWE, they like to act weird sometimes. But Cena and Cody Rhodes build, I made a whole separate video, but if you didn't get a chance to watch the video, pretty much I just said, I said a lot of things actually. Cody Rhodes and John Cena, I don't know why they did a lot of their promos on Raw. I don't know why they were doing that on Raw. Like, Cody's the SmackDown champ. So that's the first thing. He's a SmackDown champ. He should do your stuff on SmackDown. Like he's supposed to the SmackDown before Mania. They're supposed to be on that show. I think that'll be like their first SmackDown when it comes first SmackDown together when it comes to their build. So first promo together or whatever. So yeah, so that's one of the things. But another thing is the promo work, it's pretty fine. It's pretty fire. Some things that could use some work, but then again, I ain't a pro. John Cena's a pro. I'm pretty sure he gonna fix it. That SmackDown before Raw, or not Raw, SmackDown before Mania. Can't talk today, but yeah, that's pretty much it. It's a couple things with the Cena build. It ain't really too deep. It's pretty okay, but some minor things that don't really make sense to me. I had to point it out, especially them not being on SmackDown, relying on LA Knight to be the top champion on SmackDown is kind of weird. He's US champ. It's fine that they want to use his star power, but then again, like, he's not the world champ like you are, Cody. Show up on your show, But yeah, that's pretty much it for today. If you agree with me, leave a like or whatever. Leave a comment. If you don't agree with me, still leave a like, but comment why you don't agree with me. Make sure y'all subscribe. Don't go nowhere. Watch the videos on this screen right here. Pretty sure it's popping up, but either way, let's get it.